from oar-powered prototypes to the first official U.S. Navy sub. These 9 groundbreaking underwater vessels chart the fascinating early history of submarine development. 1. Drebbel 1620-1624. British mathematician William Bourne drafted some of the earliest submarine concepts around 1578, but it was Dutch inventor Cornelius Drebbel, working for King James I of England, who built the first functional model in the early 17th century. Likely a modified rowboat coated in greased leather, Drebbel's vessel was powered by oarsmen and capable of diving about 15 feet beneath the River Thames. Thousands, including King James, witnessed its demonstration. Although none of Drebbel's plans survived, accounts suggest it used bladders or weighted tanks for submersion and a sloped bow for underwater propulsion. 2. Turtle 1775. During the American Revolution, David Bushnell, a Yale graduate, created the Turtle, a one-man wooden submersible designed for stealth attacks. Propelled by hand crank and foot treadle, it featured a ballast system for diving and a screw mechanism to attach explosive mines. On September 7, 1776, Continental soldier Ezra Lee piloted the Turtle in the world's first submarine attack, targeting the British warship HMS Eagle. Though the mission failed, Turtle earned admiration. George Washington called it an effort of genius. 3. Nautilus 1800. American engineer Robert Fulton, working for France, designed the Nautilus, a 21-foot, all-metal sub that introduced several revolutionary concepts: a cigar-shaped hull, a collapsible mast and sail, diving planes, and a copper conning tower. Powered by a hand-cranked propeller, it could operate both above and below the surface. Despite successful tests, neither the French nor British navies adopted it. Fulton later returned to America, where he developed the first commercially successful steamboat. 4. Sea Devil 1855. After his first submarine sank in 1850, Bavarian inventor Wilhelm Bauer secured Russian backing to build the Sea Devil. Measuring 52 feet, it carried 12 men and featured multiple ballast tanks, an airlock, and a treadmill-driven propeller. The vessel completed over 130 dives before its loss at sea. During Tsar Alexander II's coronation, it famously submerged with a brass band aboard, playing the Russian national anthem underwater. 5. CSS HL Hunley 1863. Built in Mobile, Alabama, the H.L. Hunley was the Confederacy's secret weapon against Union blockades during the Civil War. Fashioned from an old iron boiler, the hand-cranked sub carried 8 men and a spar-mounted torpedo. Despite 2 deadly test sinkings, it achieved a historic victory on February 17, 1864, when it destroyed the USS Housatonic, the first successful submarine attack in history. The Hunley sank soon after, killing its crew, but forever securing its place in naval legend. 6. La Plongeur 1864. The French-built La Plongeur, the Diver, was one of the first submarines powered by a mechanical engine. Designed by Simeon Burjois and Charles Brun, it used compressed air both for propulsion and to operate its ballast system. At 140 feet long, it was massive for its time, but its unstable structure and limited air supply cut its service short. Later improvements inspired France's more advanced electric sub, the Gymnote 1888. 7. Ectinio II 1865. Spanish inventor Narcis Monturiol y Estarril, motivated by the death of a coral diver, developed the Ectinio II, considered the first engine-powered submarine. Built with a double hull and 4 ballast tanks for stability, it was driven by an anaerobic steam engine that generated both heat and oxygen through a chemical reaction. The sub performed successful dives in 1867, but was dismantled for lack of funding. Its innovative propulsion method wouldn't be replicated until decades later. 8. Argonaut 1897. American engineer Simon Lake transformed submarine technology with his Argonaut, a 36-foot gasoline-powered vessel equipped with wheels to drive along the seafloor. It also featured a periscope, diving chamber, and floating air hose. In 1898, Lake piloted the Argonaut from Norfolk, Virginia, to Sandy Hook, New Jersey, the first open ocean voyage by a submarine. The achievement earned praise from 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea author Jules Verne. 9. USS Holland, 1898. Invented by John Philip Holland, an Irish engineer, the USS Holland became the first U.S. Navy-commissioned submarine on October 12, 1900. Powered by a gasoline engine for surface travel and an electric motor underwater, it was armed with a torpedo tube and pneumatic cannon. Though it never saw combat, the 54-foot vessel served as a test platform for future naval subs, ushering in a new era of undersea warfare.